Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as ever, my name is Shane, that shit is Games, and today we are going to be playing some Segagaga for the Sega Dreamcast. This won't be our first time playing it, so if you want to see how we got to where we are tonight, or check out some of the games we've played in the past, be them obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, but for today, we will go ahead and get into the game. Oh, God. Alright, so the basic premise of the game is, I'm struggling here, we're gonna get through this. Basic premise is, there's this company called, Sega. Coincidentally, kind of like Sega in real life. Huh, how weird. How about that? And they are not doing so great. They put out a console called the Dreamcast, and it's not selling quite the way they wanted it to, and that's a problem. So they have recruited two normal, average, everyday children to run a secret division called Segagaga to revitalize the company. So we have been working on that, recruiting developers to our project to put out games that will revitalize Sega. The big challenge we're on right now is that our arch nemesis, the evil company Dogma, has announced they are going to put out a game of their own that is going to be for the enthusiasts and will be extremely moe, which is, we'll get into that. And they announced that is going to come out on December 13th. December 13th. So we have until then to put out some bangers to compete with them. So we're going to have to work on that. And also, in Saturday stream last week, the game spent 4 straight hours lecturing me about the true meaning of moe. After which it told me that I didn't understand the true meaning of moe. And if the game had a neck, I would have strangled it live on stream at that point. Thankfully, I guess it didn't. So, let's get back into it. And J. Melman, that is a humongous milestone. Congratulations on that, and I hope you get some well-deserved rest right there. Whew, alright. So we are starting here, I believe. So last week we completed the third and final dungeon, Dungeon C. We've got a ton of developers recruited. We have, what, 5 months-ish? About 5 months to do the work. To put out at least one big banger game in order to compete with Dogma. Hot take, this game doesn't understand the true meaning of moe. I don't think I care to know the true meaning of moe anymore. I think if I learn any more about moe, I will go insane. Let's check the status page. So right now we're not doing so hot. Our industry share is 9%, and Dogma is eating our lunch. Right now we don't have any games in development, but the market's good. That's a good thing right now. We got a little bit of a budget bump because we did put out one quick game in the earlier part of the game. So that's a good thing. And also we're doing good at dungeon crawling too. Our little Taro Sega is kind of kicking ass right here. So that's nice. Alright, so I mentioned a little bit about what we were going to do here last week. But let's go ahead and go over it now. We're going to go to the research lab right now. And, oops, not that. Is it just a, oh, start and select. Alright, so here we see all of the characters that we have recruited. And I think, let's see. So we don't have to worry about designers because we have exactly 9 designers. So we can just kind of leave them be. We're going to have to make do with what we got there. Hopefully those are good enough. But we need to cut down the rest of the staff. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 directors. We need 3. What we're basically trying to do is we're trying to cut down to exactly 3 teams worth of characters. I don't know if we're going to run 3 teams immediately, but we need to cut as many people as possible to make sure we're not running a budget deficit. Because the last thing we want to do is go bankrupt before we put any games out. That would be embarrassing. Let's see. That said, I did like the Moe Elder talking about small Moe and great Moe because it basically boiled down to don't get so wrapped up in your hobbies that you forget how to share the love with the world. Honestly, yeah, like that was a good take on their part, and I appreciate them saying it out loud. Let's see. Groshin, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. And Simdust, it turns out it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. How are you doing today, Sim? So yeah, it's we're gonna have to cut down, and then we're gonna have to decide what we want to do in order to get the in order to survive this next part of the game. Let's see. So this game had a budget of about $200. Well, hang on. Let's be clear. The game had a budget of about $200 for marketing. And more than half of that was spent on a wrestling mask. Yes, because the director of the game himself was going around at local malls and literally in front of the Sega office building hawking this game. That's what he decided to spend about half of the marketing budget on. But also remember, like I was saying, this game originally didn't get a physical release. This was through Sega's digital download service, which was a thing, which I didn't know about before, that you could do that on Dreamcast. And it was only because it sold well on that they ended up putting out a physical release, so we got really lucky in that respect. Oh no, I didn't watch the Dreamcast commercial. Shoot, I forgot about that. I'm going to have to do that this week. Alright, so let's see who we got here and who we want to drop. I know we got rid of one guy last week because he was really obviously just not going to cut it. I'm really worried about me. Because, like, he has some amazing stats, but also that name feels like a red flag? Like, that doesn't sound like a good name. That's gotta be a warning, right? That feels like a warning. I'm gonna get rid of him. He makes me really nervous. I'm sorry, we're getting rid of him. I'm sorry. I'm not willing to take that chance. Alright, now who else are we getting rid of? Like, we've got a lot of really good characters here. So this is not going to be easy. Like, I like Basic Macho right here, as he's very solid all around. So I'm sure we're keeping Basic Macho. Some of these characters just do not have very good stamina. Like Drill Macho, or Co-op, I suppose. A lot of them have really low co-op, which does not seem good. Yeah, Naked King does not have good stamina, and that seems really dangerous. Let's see, who else can we get rid of here? We're keeping Seaman because he's like story important, so we're gonna need to use him. I think I can see that. This is actually gonna be a tough choice. Let's get rid of Naked King though. If for no other reason than if he's doing that around the office, that's gross and weird. I don't like that. All right. So yeah, they had to, what it was they had to remove the car from Outrun. Because when they put it in the game, all they were thinking of is, oh, hey, it's the car from Outrun. Everyone will recognize that. And then they're like, oh my God, no, dudes, that's a Ferrari. We don't have the rights to Ferraris. Oops. So yeah, originally they'd put the car from Outrun in here at some point and they had to rip it back out. Rather worry about the number below it. He does have good numbers, but like, here's the thing. I'm working off a little bit of inside knowledge. I've been told that all of the directors in this game, while it's not actually reflected in their numbers, I'm told all of them have their own design philosophies. And so, like, regardless of what the numbers themselves say, they all have their own ways of acting once you actually put them in the job. And some of them kind of suck at the job, and some of them are not great. And some of them you put in there to make a specific game, and they don't want to do that. So there's going to be some problems here, and also that reminds me we might want to keep, like, an extra director or two, in case one of these directors sucks. But also, that's an expensive thing to do, so I'm not sure we're going to want to do that either. All we need is for Shane to get a copy of Segagaga signed by Segata-san Shiro, but he doesn't appear in this game either. Chris Ignition, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Did report I had grocery store sushi because I was doing grocery shopping and I wanted to keep it nice and simple. All right, what else? You know, I know I said basic macho is he's good all around, but he doesn't have any like really high stats in particular, which is a little weird. I kind of want to get rid of drill macho because his co-op is so slow. Like that one stat is just direly low. That makes me nervous as well. All right. Oh, you've been playing L.A. Noire? I hope you were enjoying that one. I love L.A. Noire. I've beaten it 2 or 3 times. I think it's fantastic. I know why some people don't like the game. That's because the first third of the game is easily the weakest part of the game. But if you stick with it, you get some amazing cases later on. I hope you have a great time with it. All right. So we're down to 5. I kind of want to see if we can stick with 5, because that's still cutting into my budget, but like, I want to be able to swap out some directors if we need to. So for right now, we'll stick with that. And we'll start looking at what we've got for programmers. How many programmers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... All right, so we need to get rid of 2 programmers. That shouldn't be too hard. I say, instantly jinxing myself. So let's see who looks absolutely terrible for there. I mean, I'm very tempted to just fire Manchild on principle, but we're going to keep him for right now. Let's see. Overdrinker has very low stamina. That makes me very nervous. Left Behind is not looking great. I'm looking at the character's staminas first, because low stamina is usually a big red flag here. Yeah, we've got a few that have just dangerously low stamina, and those seem like very good places to start to cut. So we've got Overdrinker, we've got Green Macho, we've got Left Behind. Yeah, 2 of those 3 are going, I think. Now, Green Macho's got pretty decent stats aside from stamina. And Overdrinker, not terrible. All right, I think Left Behind is, in fact, ironically getting left behind. Get rid of him. There we go. All right, so now... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so we still need to get rid of 1 more. Let's see, Overdrinker, I think, is still on the chopping block. Quite possibly. Programmer Oka is not looking great either. His average stats are pretty low, as is IT Asset Manager. Oh god, IT Asset Manager. I just noticed his stats across the board are just very low. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of him. I think the moral there is don't have your IT Asset Manager be a programmer too. Let him just manage the IT assets. That's fine. They could do that. Alright, so. I think we can live with this. Like, we really shouldn't have this many directors. But I think it's gonna be okay. Is it too on the nose to fire Left Behind? I feel like it's actually so on the nose, it loops back around and comes around to being okay again. Let's see. I have to send it to his agency. Oh god, please don't do that. Because, like, don't forget, like, if you wanted to get something to me, you'd have to have my address, which you don't have, and I try not to really give out, unfortunately. Keep going left and you come back to being left. That's how it is on a spherical planet. Left behind is now permanently left behind. He's flipping burgers. All right. We're going to exit the research lab. We're going to head up to the meeting room. And we're going to make a save now that we've pared down the staff a little bit. In a new slot, of course. We're going to save very carefully here because, like I said, I don't want to get dead-ended. All right. So, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I think the plan is. We have enough staff to make 3 games. But I don't know if we have enough money yet to make 3 games, is the big problem. So I think this is what I'm thinking we should do. And you guys, you're the Peanut Gallery, feel free to chime in on this. Because I'm not normally a sim game player, so I might be missing stuff. So what my thinking is, even though we have enough staff for 3 games, I don't want to run out of money too quickly. So I think for this segment of the game, which is lasting about the next 5 months, I think for this segment, we're going to get 2 teams running. We'll still have the staff for the 3rd team, but we'll be able to pay them less because they're benched, which I don't know how that works. Don't worry about it. So we're going to run 2 teams. One of them is going to be Team Turbo Moe. They are going to make the game, the absolute banger that will compete with Dogma. And the other team will be Team Get It Done. They will focus on just putting out a game, maybe even 2 games, in order to just get us a little bit of cash to make sure we get by, and hopefully have enough cash in our bank account for the next segment of the game that we can run all 3 teams at the same time. So that's my thinking. If you see any holes in that, feel free to let me know. Scantron, welcome in. How are you doing today, Scantron? Hope you're doing good. Let's see, how's work week? Work week was very difficult. They're doing a lot of shuffles at work. They're moving me around facilities, they're moving around the teams. The current plan is for me to be working in a different facility every week with a new team every week. That's chaos. I don't like chaos in my life, but we're making it work. Yeah, not to mention all the cash that C-Man funneled through his office. Oh, God. What about our Moe money? I am told by reliable sources, Moe money, Moe problems. So that is something we're going to have to deal with as well. All right. I think it's time. Let's hit the store first. Let's see if we need to buy any supplies before we dive headlong into this. Yes, we need to buy some healing springs. Oh my God. All right. Well, we're going to buy a couple of those. Got a shitload of polyvitins. Moderately restores HP, can be used on staff. I don't know what it actually does on staff there. Genius bread slightly restores talent. We'll buy another 5 of those. Why not? I'm sure we have those on hand. And then we're back around to Healing Spring. All right. Let's buy 3 of those. These are expensive, but also, as it said there, Healing Spring, like, restores the entire staff a huge amount. So this is kind of a lifesaver right there. So yeah, we'll want to have that on hand. All right. Then we'll head to R&DA. Actually, no, we'll head to the research lab because this is where we actually build the teams out. So Team 1, excuse me. Team 1, aka R&DA, is going to be Team Turbo Moe. So C-Man is obviously going to be running that because he's the one that understands what the hell all this Moe stuff is. So popping him in there. Whoops. He's in there? Yeah, he's in there. All right. So he's in there. And then, as I remember the controls for this part, we need to give him a team. And since he is the great hope here that is going to be trying to make the game that will compete directly with Dogma, we're going to need to give him the best staff that we can. He is going to need all the real top talent here. So we're going to give him Polygon Man, because wow, this guy's good. Which hilarious is all of his stats are better than Left Behind, so just shows that Left Behind was worth leaving behind. Go. I mean, it seems appropriate to put Moe in the team, so we're probably putting him on there. Yeah, that honestly seems just too appropriate not to. So he's gonna be on the team. And then also, who else do we want on there? Mecha Maniac has some very high stats. Tank Macho also has some very high stats. I think Tank Macho actually has better overall stats. So we'll throw him in seat number 3 there. They missed one. Oh no! There was holes in the sieve and not the holes we wanted there. All right, and then we need the actual programmers that we're going to have on the team. And once again, we want the best of the best for this project because we're kind of putting all of our hopes and dreams on it, which is not tremendously fair, but here we are. That's what we're doing. So let's throw in Underwater Macho. God, that's a hilarious character design. All right. Let's throw in Macho Booster, I think. Oh no, actually his stats are... He's good overall, but he's missing some, like, big high stats. That's always the struggle here. You know, Macho Booster's pretty good overall. Manchild, he's got those 2 big stats, then he's missing out on everything else, but... It feels appropriate to put Manchild on Team Turbo Moe, so let's do that. And then maybe Macho Booster, maybe Mega Bath Hater. Yeah, let's throw in Macho Booster. There we go. Actually, wait, then we're putting in... Oh, God. We've got a lot of people with low stamina, but I think we can hopefully deal with that. Alright. And then Team 2, R&D-B, will be Team Get It Done. They just need to put out a game in the short term in order to give us a quick cash infusion right there. Mix your Moe responsibly, thus says Danner Nebula. Alright, so which director are we going to have for this role? Like, weirdly enough, Drugstore. He's kind of up there. The stats are pretty solid. But do we need solid? I think we're going to put Red Cloak in there. Red Cloak's got some good stats. Red Cloak, you're going to be the director of Team B. And then as far as the designers, let's see, who else have we got here that's decent? Mecha Maniac, he is very good. There we go. Almost made the cut for the other team. Mega Freeloader, inexplicably, has very decent average stats. There we go. And... let's see, Bad Thoughts is kind of alright. Like, this is insane. It's like, this guy has insanely high motivation and, like, no talent. Which honestly is hilarious for a game designer. Yeah, we're putting in Bad Thoughts. He's a creepy looking dude, but, like, we need him on the team, I think. And then for the actual programmers, who are we throwing in there? I think we're putting in Bath Hater. He's going in. There we go. Decisions. I think we'll put in Overdrinker, even though his stamina isn't great. And... Yeah, let's throw in Mega Bath Hater as well. This is going to be the worst smelling team in Sega history, but hopefully they can get a decent game done. That's my hope. That is my hope. All right, so monthly budget is like not spectacular, but also like we can survive 5 months of that. So I think we're gonna be okay here. Wookie Cookie, welcome in. So this is like a spreadsheet manager on console. Also, hey, welcome in, welcome in. This game is so bizarre. Excuse me, half of it is a sim game where you are managing development teams in order to make games to revitalize Sega, because this game is legitimately about Sega and is made by Sega during their waning days. But also the other half of the game is dungeon crawler with the theme that like the development labs at Sega have gone insane and you have to go in there and bully the game developers into doing their job. This is easily one of the most insane games I've ever played. It is Segagaga for the Sega Dreamcast, one of the final games ever released by Sega on their own consoles. And seems like an amazing swan song right there. Alright. We've got our teams built. Alright, I think it's time to get started then. Warning, the release date of Dogma Corp's new game is approaching. Is it? In like 5 months, right? See, lately, Mecha Maniac has been giving off a gloomy vibe. Ugh. Oh no! Mega Maniac suddenly ran out in tears. Oh god, we're 5 seconds in development, my dude. Oh god! Mega Maniac has fallen into a slump. No! From what I've heard, their work hasn't been going well, and they've been under a lot of pressure. Oh crap! We're not off to a great start! It'll take some time for them to bounce back. Oh god! Sorry, not just me. Not just you. Huh? Segagaga project lead. What could it be? Wait, what is this? This is bad. What happened? We've received information that Dogma has released a game. What? It released on 7/18. We had the Terror Drive analyzed. Here are the results. Take a look. Titled Don't Lose Monk Gokumanji Edition. Target audience corrupt monks. Genre sutra chanting action. I'd play that. The popular chanting system from the previous game, which used a voice device, has been enhanced with the addition of wooden fish, increasing the action elements. Previously, the game stood out for its novelty. However, the improved action mechanics seem to be appealing to casual users now as well. Oh god. No. Alright, we only lost 2%. We lost 2%, that's okay. It's okay. Well, as you can see, Dogma has taken our market share. We've caught wind that Dogma's next game is set to release on 12/20. Alright, I had it set as 12/13 for some reasons. Alright, let me adjust that. 12/20 is the target date. We've got to get our games out before then. Oh no, I've been put on an actual project. The pressure! Rangatang, welcome in. How are you doing today? Try your best. Image unrelated to game content. Oh god. Damage Flushy, welcome in. Hey there, Plushy, welcome in. How are you doing today? How is everything going with you? You were playing one of the Tomodachi Life games, I believe. How was that going for you? For everybody that doesn't know me, my name is Shane. That's Shane's Games. I play the obscure, the unusual, and the nostalgic. And today we were playing Segagaga for the Sega Dreamcast. One of the final games ever put out for the Dreamcast by Sega. And it's insane, I love it. Let's see, freaking love that game. Excellent, that is a hilariously weird game. We went so far forward that we're playing future timelines in the past. Kind of weird how that works, isn't it? Also, basically that means Sega thought they were still going to be kicking ass into 2025. That's the thing. New gameplay and bring out the whips and drummers. Oh god. I don't want to be that guy, but like, we might be that guy. All right, we got to get back in there and get back to work. All right, work's going up. We got 1% progress over here. Oh, all right, so they're going up a little bit. 3% progress over there. I don't know why their resources are lower than over here. I don't know how that works. All right, everybody seems to be doing good so far. Except for that one guy that fled. Oh, that's why the resources is lower, because that one guy fucking fled. Oh, it seems someone has come to visit. Hey kid, I'm coming to test your passion. Oh God. A-Lab director appeared, hoping to be hired. Holy shit, his stats are really good. Stats are really good, yeah. You want to hire them? Yeah, I kind of do, yeah. Like, he's expensive, but like not expensive compared to what I got. And speaking of, let's return to HQ real quick. And we need to reevaluate our current lineup of directors now, I think. Because we wanted to keep one some in reserve. I think we can get rid of one of them now because his stats are really solid. Like, none of them are spectacular, though. That we'll say that. But, like, he's objectively better than Basic Macho. In every respect. Sorry, Basic Macho. You're out of here. And that'll pretty much even out as far as money goes. Oh! Let's see. Sega does still kick ass just differently. They do. They're still putting out games, and they're still good games. They're just different now. Did you see the Sonic April Fool's shirts? I didn't. What did they put out? Oh, God. Do I want to know? What year did Events of Terminator take place in? Oh, yeah. Terminator really jumped forward the timeline too little. Like I said, this game is insane. I keep stressing this because seriously, I can't get over this. This game was made, this is a game about the downfall of Sega. Made during the downfall of Sega by Sega. Everything in this game is 10 times more insane when you remember that. So please, remember that. Yeah, the developer made this mostly in secret. Also, when they originally presented this to the Sega leadership, they legitimately thought this was a joke and they laughed him out of the office. And like, he had to straight up like schedule a second meeting with them to be like, no, seriously, this is the game. Sailor Moon, thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. So that's, I mean, that feels appropriate, having seen what we've seen. Look at those impressive buildings. Yeah, Sega towers over all of the Japanese skyline. How about that? How are they able to make a whole ass game in secret? That's actually a good question. And the answer to that is, at the time, Sega was organized into several studios that were wholly owned by Sega, but were sort of allowed to operate independently. So they operated as if they were independent companies, but Sega completely owned and controlled them. So this one in particular was made by their division called Hitmaker, which you probably know best as the people that made Crazy Taxi. So yeah, basically they worked on this for about 2 years and then presented it to Sega higher-ups. And they're like, hey, is this thing we can release? And they're like, what? But they let them do it eventually. The Hitmakers made some good stuff, most definitely. Like, if anyone's gonna close the door on the Sega era, they seem like good people to do it. Like how the Death Star made it. Wait, seriously? A, B, and C Labs had their own buildings? Oh, that's wild. Yeah, so second party devs, basically. All right, so 26 is payday, cool, that's all right. Appeals growing nicely for both of these games, that's good to see. Like, we barely even got started on development and things are going well. Lately, man-child's behavior is suspicious. You don't say with a name like that. Oh God, what are you doing? About that thing, I replaced the workstation and things started improving. Thanks to the difference of man-child resources improved by 8%. What? What the fuck? If something's wrong, just buy a new one. Okay. What the fuck was that? All right, appeal's still going up. That's good. It's good. It's the RDA underwater macho came by with a serious look. I could use some advice. What's up? I made an irreversible mistake. I'm so sorry. I deeply apologize. Let's see. Excuses later. What's the situation now? I'll do my best. Underwater Macho's motivation, 10 up. Taro Sega's charisma, 1 up. Yeah! We handled that. We handled that. Alright. So yeah, this one's coming together quicker, which is the idea. I wanted this one to come together quicker, so that's good. Let's see, RDB Mecha Maniac has returned! I'll do my best! Mecha Maniac has overcome their slump. Motivation fully recovered, hell yes. Talent limit 2 up. All right, hell yes. We're back to a full team over there, that's awesome. Good deal, good deal. Me caught up on chat here. Why does the chill BGM almost feel like Christmas music? Well, being like a note and a half away, it is getting pretty close sometimes. Yeah, those subs were nice for a bit. Like, the baking soda ones were a little bit before my time, but I remember how they'd go up and down like that. Yeah, C-Man, he's a little out of his element, but I really wanted to push him, you know? Wanted to see what he could do. Yes, Mecha Maniac, you can do it! He's back, baby! Yeah! He's just a mecha. Just straight up a mecha. He's so obsessed with mecha that, like, he's just is a mecha. All right, so I haven't actually looked at too many things in this menu yet. So let's actually take a look through this menu. See what we got in here. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't have different descriptions here. Like this one, it says it restores HP useful on staff too, but it doesn't say what it does on staff, so it's not great. Let's see, Dogma release schedule. Oh, that's why I had. All right, so. Oh wait, team in charge of counter development, R&DC. Oh God. So I was supposed to put him in R&DC? Shit. I think we might have to restore a save. I think we might have to restore a save because we fucked up real bad. Yeah, I think we messed that one up. Let's go ahead and restore a save. I don't know, I was supposed to put him in RDC. But yeah, apparently the game was expecting him to be over there, so. Damn it! Why does that matter? I guess the game just assumed that's. Like, I think for storyline purposes, Team RDC was supposed to be the one countering them, so, like, that was going to be the one that was judged against them. That was not communicated in the slightest. Yeah, right after Macho Maniac recovered and everything. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna restore. We're gonna have to restore. All right. Back to HQ. I'm glad I checked that at least. God damn it. Do I just have to restart my emulator? I think I do. God damn it. I think so. Alright, well we got the save at least. Close the game, open it back up again. Damn it! You two are a Mecha Maniac. Excellent, excellent. It's some kind of home lab advantage, hell yes. Just really avant-garde. Let's see, very late 90s, 2000s anime art. It's weird because it's not just a product of its time, but it's like trying to be a product of its time very hard. So it's kind of succeeding on all cylinders in that respect, which is very cool. All right, so Go ahead and load our most recent save. I think we still have to do a couple things before we start development on this one, though. Oh god, did we even build the teams on this? Shit. Alright. We'll go ahead and move. Oh, we didn't even build the teams on this one, damn it. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so C-Man, congratulations. You're getting control of Team C over there. Luckily, since we've already kind of seen what we're doing, doesn't need to take forever. So, go. Let's see, I think Tank Macho was the third one I put on that team. Yeah, I believe Tank Macho was the third one there. He does have good overall stats, he really does. Yeah, alright, so Tank Macho. Third member of that team. You love Phantasy Star, the old series? Played a little PSO2. I played a ton of PSO2 on GameCube. Because GameCube was the only version that had split screen. And I played a lot of the split screen back in the day. I haven't played any of the other Phantasy Star games, but I would like to get into the series at some point. I just got to kind of figure out what my entry is going to be. Let's see. Let's see, Man-Child. Going on there. And then who else did we have on that team? Good question. I don't remember who I put where, of course. That's fantastic. You'd think since I just did it, I'd remember that. But I'll have to make a save after this now. Let's see. Let's put Overdrinker on the team. And then I think Macho Booster I put in there too. Although, no, Underwater Macho has better overall stats. Yeah, I'll put Underwater Macho on that team too. There we go. Sword and Sorcery spaceships. I do like that concept. Very much so. I suggest the original, but with the FM sound hack. Ooh, alright. I have to see if I can check that out. Alright, and then Team 2, which is going to be in R&D A now. There we go. We're going to have Red Cloak as the director, like before. I know we had Bad Thoughts on the team, so he's going on there. We had Mechamaniac, of course. Of course. And I think the last one was Mega Freeloader, who surprisingly has very decent stats. And then we had Macho Booster. We had Mega Bath Hater. And we had Bath Hater. There we go. Alright, that's all set up there. We got our teams ready to roll. We'll go to the store too. We'll make sure we're stocked up here. We'll get 3 healing springs. There we go. And then I'm also going to get 5 genius breads. Then we'll exit there. Now we'll make yet one more save here in case we somehow screw this up again, which always a possibility. Always a possibility. Let's see. Mecha, I don't remember that one. You'll have to help me out there. Yeah, the Fantasy Zone music in there. Which is amazing. Alright. Now we can get rolling. Alright, so there's Team A. There's Team C. Cool, we're moving again. And there's Man-Child. Oh god! Man-Child has entered peak mode! Oh my god, that graphic. No talent loss for 10 days, hell yes. Get it, Man-Child, is a sentence I never thought I was going to say. Motivation limit 4 up, talent 1 up. Oh god, look at him go! Oh, here's the announcement. Of course, we saw this. Dogma's new game comes out, targeting the monk audience. Luckily, it only has 2% industry share for that one, so that's good. Let's see. Mecha was a Sega Master System emulator back in the day with a super cool UI. I'm gonna have to look into that then. I never heard of that one. Alyssa Landale was a brunette, not a blonde. Good to know. Mecha Maniac, I believe in you. He's got this. Rook's Honor, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. All right, let's get back to it. All right. So let's do what we were originally going to do, which is look through some of these menus. So Dogma release schedule. So Kaorin's game comes out on 12/13, and Dogma's new game comes out on 12/20. So we gotta release some bangers before then. Let's see, PR and advertising. Let's see, current PR details are posted in online forum, required spend 0. So, there we go. So we've got different advertising campaigns we could do here. So the lowest is posted online forum. Then we have hire famous voice actors, hire big name designers, 1-page magazine ad, 2-page magazine ad, giant Shibuya billboard, release a CD single, run magazine ads for 4 weeks, radio commercial, charter a promotional bus, guerrilla ads inside trains, I don't know how those guerrilla ads, nationwide in-store demos, demo version for magazines, ad on local TV, which is more than our entire company budget right now, nationwide promotional caravan, 15-second nationwide TV ad, which you can see right here. I mentioned this briefly before, but when they were doing the fan translation of this game, they ran into problems with there being numbers that are represented in Roman numerals or in Western digits are actually too big to fit in the space they had. So they had to basically invent a shorthand to represent the big numbers there. TV anime adaptation confirmed. 30-second nationwide TV ad. And that's the highest one. Gold, get a dream golden time slot, and that can increase the appeal of the game between 150 and 200 points. Jesus. So depending on how much money you got, you can really throw some points in there. If you're willing to just throw money at the problem. It's good to know. Where is Pursue Harvester crossover? They're missing out on an opportunity right here. Tragic. Laser engraving on the surface of the moon. Chairface tried that. It did not work out well. Don't have the space for any hobbies, so that has been quite helpful for my wallet. I'm the same way. I really don't have space for anything, which means I've slowed my hobby purchases, but I really need to stop. All right, what else have we got? We've got human resources. Just brings us back here. Let's see, capital investment. All right, so we can actually just increase the amount of money in the game, and that'll increase the amount of resources that they have. All right, so if I get up to... All right, so if I increase their investment, that'll actually get them, instead of slight resource wear, it puts them up to no particular inconvenience. So I probably want to do that, especially for C, is increase their budget a little bit. We've got the cash to do that at least. Salary adjustment. You can actually adjust any of the staff's salaries up or down. Increasing it up usually makes them happier and makes them work harder. If you increase it down, there's the chance that they'll just straight up quit. So that's dangerous. Should probably spend at least more than 0 yen on that. We probably should. We'll see what we can do about that. We'll want to do that nearer to the end of development though, so I can see how much money we have to spend. Because we're gonna need money for the next game too. Like, it never ends. Just like in real life. There's also a release game button. You can just kick the game out the door no matter how done it is. That's horrifying. Oh God. All right, so head over to room C. Oh God. Lately, Tank Macho seems to be doing well. I'm feeling amazing. God. I'll never get over these graphics. He's in peak mode, no talent loss for 10 days, motivation limit 4 up, talent 2 up. Hell yes, oh God, they're going wild. All right, so, it's a capital investment. Oh God, they need a lot more money, don't they? Shit. I don't have that much to spend. They want, is that 1 million? Holy shit. Why is their resources so low? I don't know, but like, yeah, they're gonna have development issues there. Jesus Christ. So like we need to spend, I gotta count the zeros here. 3.6 million just to get him in the green. I guess we could do that. It's insane, but yeah, let's do that then. There we go. And also over here, invest a little bit more, I think. They don't need that much. Cut into our budget significantly, but like they need that money. We need to get this done. All right, so it's off to a good start, although weirdly enough, not the same start it was last time. Somebody's coming to visit. Ah, the E-Lab director, right. Do you want to hire them? Yeah! He's gonna go to the research lab, and we're gonna go to human resources. And sorry, Basic Macho, you're getting laid off. Just how it is. All right, back to it. Governments don't ever give everything back. I mean, 26 is payday. Everybody's getting paid. Cool. Everybody still seems happy. Progress is slow. Lately, Underwater Macho has been giving off a gloomy vibe. No! Underwater Macho! Oh God! Shit! Oh, all right. He's gonna need some time, and that's off. Oh, that's off the dream team too. Damn it! Well, crap. Let's see. Overdrinker has fallen ill. Did I overwork them? I'm not feeling well. It seems the fatigue is built up. Oh God, Overdrinker. Let's see. Do I have an item for that? I don't know if I have anything that heals that. Can I use a polyvitamin on him? It says he's sick. I don't know if this will help him. I made Overdrinker drink polyvitamin E. Oh, I seem to have gotten a little more energy. Oh, so that's stamina up. Do I have anything that makes him not sick? I mean, I can try this. Stamina unchanged. Damn it, that's just a stamina item as well. Alright, so yeah, I don't know if I have anything to cure him there, which is horrible. It wasn't the pizza's fault. I remember that one. Upset about Basic Macho's firing. Understandable, that's fair. Oh, God. Parody of a Japanese energy drink, Lipovitin D. That's a hell of a name. Yeah, like I mentioned before, this is a fan translation, and I'm told that, like, as a translation goes, it's just kind of middle of the road. It's just kind of okay, not great. But also, I truly believe this may be the most difficult game to translate from Japanese into English, because basically every aspect of this game is either a Japanese pun, a reference to an incredibly obscure Sega game that maybe never came out in English, or an inside joke that is intended specifically for other Sega staff members. I don't know how anybody would translate this better. Like, it must be a nightmare. And Deathblow, welcome in. How are you doing today, Deathblow? How was your stream? Are we playing? Tell me everything. Oh God, so now we're down 2 people for that staff. That's really bad. That's gonna slow development down even more. And plus the appeal's not looking great either. All right, so their goal is aim for alpha this month. Wait, this month's goal, aim for alpha? They're still only at 66% progress. Oh God, they're not doing great over here. Can I ask about the game direction? We're not at a point where I can talk about the content yet. Can you wait a little bit longer? All right, dude, let's go ahead and do that then. Bad Thoughts came by with a serious look. Oh, did he now? Hey, Deathblow, what have you been playing? He's not feeling well. Can I go to the hospital? Let's see. Sure, but make sure to work hard too. Bad Thoughts motivation 10 down, and my charisma went up 1 somehow. Damn it. Oh God. He's got a weird aura now. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Development staff work with danger lurking at every corner. Do they? What? Wait, what? Hang on, what? Choose your weapon. Oh God. Polearm? Polygon Man's shout echoed throughout the dev room. Whoa! Polearm defeated the bug. Polygon Man's max stamina and motivation plus 30. What the fuck? All right, good on you for killing that thing. Homo Ludens is also in Death Stranding, probably because the Latin meaning means the same thing. Starting off with a few hours of Star Control on the Amiga, then went to Retro Variety. Very nice, very nice. How are you enjoying Star Control? I've wanted to try that one out before, but I could never get into the space combat part of it. I upset him, but I did so charismatically. He's like, wow, that guy's really cool. He's an asshole, but he's really cool about it. I've met people like that. No, he's part of the fighting Polygon team. Oh God. All right, progress still coming along slowly for this team. Real slow. Oh, good. All right, Overdrinker's okay. He's gotten over whatever was afflicting him. That's good to see. Appeal has crossed the 100% threshold for this team. Hell yes. And they're close to a quarter of the way done. That is fantastic to see. Yeah, we might be able to get a couple of games out of them at this pace. However, it's been a full month and they're only at 10% of the way done. That's not good. Eating cleared my head. Underwater Macho has overcome his slump. Motivation fully recovered. Talent limit 2 up. Hell yes. Let's see what it says for status. Realistic finish. Oh God! March of next year? Dude, we can't do that. Dude, no. Oh crap. Moi came by with a serious look. Could use some advice. Lately, I feel like life's not progressing as I'd like. Try doing something you like. If that's the case, it might work out. Motivation limit 2 up, talent limit 1 down. Oh god. Alright, oh god. I love that there's a Moe Moe command in there. Oh god, they need to finish before this. Strength's talented, weakness short-tempered. Oh god. But the work's going fine, he says. Oh god, this is very worrying. They're going way too slow. Yeah, hit the Moe Moe too with the Moe Moe. Oh god, that's terrifying. So we have to get him up to the level where he's willing to talk about the game direction, but we're gonna need to speed him the hell up. Like this is not gonna work. Homo Ludens is a book about the importance and role of playing in society. Very important, honestly. Oh, Chris, thank you for the 15 stream streak. I appreciate that. Hey, Emperor, welcome in. How are you doing today, Emperor? Hope you're doing good. If you played a new release against buddies but never played the story mode, starting the final scenario next stream. Ooh, congratulations and good luck with that. I hope you enjoy it. Were you not eating? Probably not well. I mean, a lot of game developers I know do not live very well. I wish them the best. Oh god, we're way behind schedule for this one. We have to tell them to pick it the hell up. Lately, Bath Hater seems to be doing well. Oh, they've had some kind of epiphany. God. This is amazing. This is a masterpiece for the ages. Bath Hater talent limit 2 up, motivation 13 up. Thanks to the burst of inspiration, motivation won't drop for 10 days. Hell yes. The appeal is getting really huge for this game. This game's looking pretty good. And it's on track to finish in time. It's more than I can say for this piece of shit. Oh god, oh, that is really worrying. Right now we don't really need to alter their stats any. Oh god, we're gonna have to tell them to pick that up and really soon. Oddly enough, this game might end up being our savior because the appeal's looking great. Warning, budget running low. Oh god, they might need another cash infusion there. Alpha complete. The framework of the game is complete based on the player's ideas. The team will deliberate and discuss the direction of the game. If the internal reputation's bad at this stage, a restart may be necessary. Now that the alpha is complete, I'd like to review the details of this game. The image for this game is men and women. That's the vibe, I think. This time I want to push a bit and make a decently successful, buzzworthy game. At this pace, we should be able to pull it off easily. Budget is 750,000 yen per month, excluding personnel. What do you think? I mean, right now you're doing great, so you keep on keeping on, dude. All right, over here. Oh god, this isn't gonna work. I'm considering replacing Seaman, even though he's supposed to be the guy here. We can't have it take this long. I think we might have to replace him. Because we're not going to get to tell him to hurry the hell up until he gets to 35%, and that's going to take way too long. I think we do have to replace him. I don't know if there's going to be consequences to doing that, but we got to try at least, I think. He's going to see you later, man, at this rate, seriously. Human resources, and let's see, who else do we have as far as designers? I'm not going to put Haphazard in there. A-Lab Director, I'm putting you in, dude. Congratulations, you're replacing Seaman. Seaman is better than you stat-wise in almost every way, but not by a ton, and also, he's just not getting it done. Just not. Warning, if you move the director, the project will be canceled and reset to beginning. Relocate the director. Oh, god damn it. All right, so that puts us back to 0 at 2. Relocate the director. No. Oh God, we're screwed. We're in trouble! Oh God! Let's see, lately Macho Booster seems to be doing well. We've had some kind of epiphany. Yes! Talent limit 1 up, motivation 11 up. Motivation won't drop for 10 days. Hell yes. Oh God, we're doing so badly over here. Alright, because we really need this to work, I'm gonna drop some cash on everybody. No, we're not doing great on cash either. Jesus, we spent a lot of money. We spent a lot of money. Let's see. There we go. Just eating through my budget there. Let's see. Bad Thoughts seems to be doing well. Excellent. Entered peak mode. No talent loss for 10 days. Motivation limit 4 up. Talent 9 up. Hell yes. So still at this, how goes this? So this is our first big, oh God. This is our first big development sprint. We have until mid-December to release our games. So far, one of our teams is doing great, but the dream team that we put together is doing very badly. They're going way too slowly, and they're currently on track to be 3 months late with delivery, and we can't afford that. It might be the RNG, I'm not sure. Yes, seriously, it's all going very badly. Oh, I think Seaman's probably a shitty designer is what it is. Moe came by with a serious, oh yeah, that's a serious look right there, I can tell. Aren't there too many people slacking off around here? I guess so, I'll see what I can do. Actually, no, as long as I get the job done, it's fine. I suppose that's how it is. Cooperation limit 3 up, motivation limit 2 down, oh God. I'll take it, that's fine. Oh God, are we still on track for this one? They're still on track, that's good. They need way more budget than they're getting. No, that's not great. As usual, you know who has come. Interview with the gaming magazine. I'd like to ask you a few questions about the game you're developing. When do you plan to release it? Oh God. I mean, we saw the release date was in November sometime, I think. Yeah, I think it was November sometime. I'm gonna say no comment though. We want to have some flexibility here. And they're already doing fine. I don't think they need the boost. Yeah, sorry, no comment. No comment. Let's let them cook. Let them do their thing. Like, the appeal is doing really good for this one, but they're gonna be way too late. Tank Macho's doing well, hell yes! Peak mode for Tank Macho. Forgot the tentacles. Manchild's doing well. Had some kind of epiphany, there we go, this is what we need. This is what we need. Come on, get the work going, guys. Let's see. I noticed some of them are looking dim now. Let's see how they're looking. Oh, their stamina's getting low. Alright. So we need to top off some of the staminas in here. So, use item. Let's see, I think polyvitins work on stamina. Yeah, stamina 20 up, there we go. And we'll give one to Manchild as well. And I also see, this guy's looking a little, down. Oh, they gave him 20. Hell yes. Programming chief, can I work for you even though I'm dressed like this? He's got pretty solid stats. You want to hire them? Yeah. And then we'll take a look at, we'll actually go to human resources, see how he stacks up against the other programmers we have in reserve. I mean, I'd say there's no reason to keep around Programmer Oka anymore. He's literally better than him in every single respect. Yeah, sorry, Programmer Oka, you're toast. Which is hilarious, because I feel like he's probably based on an actual person. I'm doing well, it's not drugs at all. Finally, some good things happening in C-Lab, but there's still... Oh god, the release date's pushed back even further now. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's so bad. Still aiming for Alpha. They haven't hit Alpha yet. Seems Red Cloak may have done something. Oh no. This is bad. Red Cloak's carelessness let a computer virus into the dev room. Give instructions on how to respond. Oh god, cut the cables! No good, it's not working! We failed, resources down 3. The virus is still spreading! Oh god, cut more cables! Cut cables was effective! The commotion has settled down. Sorry, I'll be more careful from now on. Damn it, Red Cloak! You're the chosen one. Oh god, once again, they're still... Oh god, we don't have a ton of cash. We really don't. But I'm gonna give him another cash infusion. Because I think they do need it. And then over here, can we afford another one of those? Not really. Top them off. Let's see. Mega Freeloader seems to be doing well. Hell yes. There we go. That's what I want to see. Although it looks like his stamina's dropping. Let's see. Emergency meeting topic: improving usability. Current design is quite difficult for players to understand, so we'd like to improve the controls, but doing so would take a lot of time. Yeah, move forward as is. Don't waste time. We don't have time. We don't have time, dude. Playable enough. We don't have time. Ship it as it is. Progress up 30%. I'll take it. We need whatever we can get at this point. Oh god. One of them's got a little angry face? What does that mean? Oh god, his stats, oh, his cooperation's way down is the thing. He's a charismatic character. Do I have anything for charismatic characters? For cooperation? Friendship drop, we have exactly one of those. That's horrifying. Oh god, how do we only have one of those? Well, I'm gonna use it. Cooperation 31 up, hell yes. Also, his stats are just down across the board, unfortunately. He's gonna be okay though, they're not terrible. How about this guy? Low, but not terrible. Over here, everybody's doing okay, but god, they're still so far behind. Current market is rock bottom, so we don't want to release anything in this market anyway. They're still on schedule. That is amazing. Mecha Maniac came by with a serious look. use some advice. This game is getting all kinds of comments on online forums. Any reaction's a good thing. That's true. Motivation 20 up. Cooperation 20 up. Hell yes, I'll take that. Yeah, we don't have a lot of funding left. It's not great. We're probably gonna game over here. I think we are. If I throw money at the problem, that'll fix it. Oh God. We're saved if need be. Oh God. Use up the budget. Development terminated. Well, crap. What do you mean I've used up all the development budget? No more budget will be granted.
Segagaga はこれにて解散とする。ゲームオーバーだ。
Segagaga is hereby disbanded. It's game over. All right, so we're gonna go to Plan B then. We're gonna go to Plan B. So Plan B was the fallback plan. I was worried that two teams going at the same time would be a little bit too ambitious. I was hoping we could pull it off, but no, that's too much. So we're gonna have to go down to one team. Now we know now that C-Man does not get to run a team. We're not giving him a team, but I think we're gonna be okay if we have just one team running for this. And then after that, we can have more, in the future, we can have more than one team running at a time. Let me get caught up on chat right here. Yep, Nguyen is a Shadowrun reference. I do love me some Shadowrun. I'm not 100% sure that C-Man is a reference, because C-Man reference, it seems almost obvious, but number one, I don't know what his name was in the original Japanese. And number two, he's brothers with two other characters, Flagman and Landman. So, and plus he's from Development Lab C, so I'm not 100% sure on that. All right, so we're gonna have to run just one team, which, we'll be able to afford it a lot better that way. But the problem there is that we're basically putting everything on that one team. That one team has to succeed at all costs. All right, so yeah, we're gonna disband R&D-A because we simply can't afford to be running two teams at the moment. It blows. I was really hoping, but no, we can't afford that. So we're gonna have just R&D-C, and sorry, C-Man, you're not cutting it, dude. You are not cutting it. Red Cloak, however, Red Cloak was doing a great job. So Red Cloak, I'm putting you in as the new director of R&D-C, and hopefully he's gonna be able to pull this off. I really hope so. Currently I have a PS2, and outside of that, some old PC games. That's the extent of my retro gaming. That is always good. That is always good. Literally the programming language as, oh yeah, he did know how to speak C fluently. I was hacking people, which was bizarre. All right, Simdos, thanks so much for hanging around, and thank you for the work, and good luck with the job today. All right. Let's get started. We only have to manage one team now, at least. I don't know why the resources are so low, so we're gonna start by giving them a cash infusion, because we can't have them have that low resources. So we're gonna drop, oh God, we're gonna drop 4 million on them. Because we can't have them having those sort of development issues. It's not gonna work. Alright, there's the PA announcement, of course, about the release dates, or about the release and the future release dates. And then Corrupt Monk hits the department, we lose 2%. Now don't forget, we started the game out with only a 2% market, or I think we had a 3% market share at the beginning. Yeah, we did. So if I hadn't have made a game at the start, that would have dropped us down to 1%, which I think is what they intend you to do, is not make a game yet and just like be put into tremendous danger right there. But I'm glad I had a little bit of a buffer at least. I think that's a good thing. All right, we've got the release dates there. 896 days until industry domination, ideally. All right, back to RNDC. All right, they got enough resources. Appeal's growing at a good rate. I'm happy about that. Let's see, as of right now, projected to finish in October at some point, which is wild. Let's see, Manchild could use some advice. Lately, I'm not confident myself. Am I really being useful? Of course you are. Manchild's motivation 10 up, cooperation 10 up. Hell yes! That's what I want to see. Yeah, we can definitely focus in with just one team. We might even have some money for advertising at the end, so that'll be good. All right, A-Lab Director stops by. We will hire him. And then we'll immediately go to Human Resources. And let's see, the A-Lab Director, you're going to replace Basic Macho. There we go. Yeah, Manchild is putting in all the work in every project that has crashed and burned so far. Go figure. Also, hang on just a moment, I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. How's Moe doing? He seems to be doing good, but I'm checking from a distance because I don't want to get too close. Horrifying dude. Let's talk to him. Moe, how are you doing? By the way, relationships are just as important as the work itself. I've been really feeling that lately. Sure. Alright, whatever. It's, I guess. Suppose. Alright, so far, like, they are way ahead of schedule, so that is awesome. Overdrinker has fallen ill. No, Overdrinker! Surely you didn't overdrink. That would be insane. Oh god, he's down. Alright. I mean, he's still doing the work, but also, like, he feels terrible, so that's not probably going to be working very well. It's alright, we just gotta let him recover, because we haven't figured out how to make him feel better yet. Or even for Alpha this month, which would be insane, but like, they are working really fast here. Like, if they stay this far ahead of schedule, I might actually tell them to slow down a little bit. Because we do want to release close to Christmas, because I know we saw earlier in the game that December is a fantastic time to sell a game. Because of course, Christmas. So we might go ahead and give him some extra time to work here. Escaped asylum I mean, yeah, definitely getting that vibe from him. Alright, 25% progress, and we're already at 100% appeal for the game, so that is looking good there. I'm happy about that. I think we might actually speed things up a little bit. There we go. Because we can do that. Emergency meeting topic, graphic issues. The game is high quality, but has some graphical artifacts. They're not that noticeable, though. Let's see, try to fix it, but work within the schedule. Let's make it as best we can within the schedule. Progress down 30%, appeal up 10%. We're still in a good place. I'm not too concerned about that. Right down to the not quite a straight jacket. I didn't even notice that, but you're right. And the RNG is being nicer this time, so that's good. We'll see how things go. We're still chewing through my money. Our red cloak is at an epiphany, hell yes. It's good, that's good. It's the kind of thing we need. Somehow this game is even more absurd than it was showing up in my dreams during the nap I was taking. Oh my god, I feel like I should apologize for giving you Segagaga dreams. This is an absurd game, that's true. Alright, Polygon Mans have been talking to themselves a lot. You should hire someone better than me. Oh no. Alpha completed. Alright. Image for this game is men and women, that's the vibe I think. Let's push a bit and make a decent, successful, buzzworthy game. Alright, proceed as is. I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far. Let's keep this ship going straight and narrow. Oh, just barely absurd in your dream, so much less than the game. Oh no, what's happening? Oh god, bug attack! Oh no! Hit him with the frying pan! Boy's shout echoed throughout the dev room. Frying pan defeated the bug! Stamina and motivation +3, hell yes! Alright. Speed up again. Overdrinker sick again? God damn it! This is what I get for hiring a guy named Overdrinker. How are you doing, buddy? Oh, his stamina's down. Yeah, his stamina's not great. To survive, I had to give up that thing. You know, the one. Even I have to eat after all. Oh, God. Let's go ahead and give him a polyvitamin. Give him some more stamina at least. Alright, then the game journalist comes. I'm gonna say no comment. Like I said, we're doing good. I'm gonna let them cook. And we'll see how things go after that. Overdrinker is an overdrinker. It's true! He brought this on himself. Nothing we can do about that. Alright, good. He's back to normal. That's awesome. Gonna go lay down in bed. Alright, Fallos, you have a good rest, and thanks so much for stopping by, as always. We will see you around. Programming Chief came by. Alright. You want to hire them? Yes, we do, as a matter of fact. But then we're also immediately going to go to Human Resources. And I remember who we, oh yeah, Programmer Oka was who we fired last time. We're gonna do that again. There we go. Cat woke you up with loud purrs and kisses this morning. That's adorable, but yeah, that is unfortunate. Unfortunate way to start the day. Alright, they're shooting for beta this month. That's an ambitious goal. I don't know if they'll be able to do that, but they're doing okay here. How's Manchild doing? Back during the bubble, bonuses were flying around like crazy. Kinda missed that. Oh god. Too real, man. Too real. Go ahead and hit him with a polyvitamin. Give him some more stamina there. Alright, Red Cloak is going into peak mode, hell yes. Uh-oh. Hang on. Oh, his cooperation is deadly low. Oh crap, I still don't know how to increase cooperation. Aside from that friendship drop, which we've only got one of, but I think I'm gonna use it here. Literally the only one I have. We might be able to buy some more of those at Akihabara now that I'm thinking about it. I'll have to look into that. Doesn't have much of a voice, that's adorable. One of my old roommate's cats like didn't have a voice at all. So it would like meow sometimes, just nothing would come out. So you just see him meowing, but it would make no sound whatsoever. It was hilarious to me. Like, especially like when he really wanted your attention, he'd try to howl at you and just nothing. Alright, Tank Botcha's cooperation is going way up. Hell yes. Man-child may have done something. Oh no. Oh god, computer virus! Prohibit network usage. It was effective, excellent. Alright, so we cut that off before anything bad happened, that's good. Oh, it makes the chirps and stuff and seeing a bird? That is adorable. Warning, budget run. Oh yeah, they do need a cash infusion, don't they? Alright, luckily since we're only running one development this time, we actually can get him some cash. So that's good. Let's see, Red Cloak, how you doing? Stamina's dropping a bit. We'll hit him with a Polyvitamin. We got plenty of those. There we go. Gotta make sure he stays in good shape. Polygon Man has been giving off a gloomy vibe. No, Polygon Man! Polygon Man, you were supposed to be the chosen one. Oh, crap. Oh, no. It'll take some time for him to bounce back. Shit. Also, oh, God. Overdrink, are you okay there, buddy? Oh, his stamina is dangerously low. Holy crap. We're gonna have to give him something there. Let's give him one of these, because we did buy him to be used. Stamina 62 up, hell yes. Alright, so he's doing better. Let's see, beta has been completed. I'd like to double check the game's content. Let's see, the theme for this game is swords and magic. That's what he'd like to go with. And the genre is RPG. Ooh, I'm liking the sound of that. Yeah, let's keep going, let's keep going. I'm almost tempted to tell him to put in more effort. Because last time I saw, they were way ahead of schedule. I don't know how much longer that's gonna make things though. I'm gonna tell him to put in more effort, we'll see what happens. In that case, we need about 1.7 million per month. Oh, is that okay? No, actually don't put in that one. No, just proceed as is. We're doing good. Steady as she goes. Our current market is sluggish. Warning, budget running low. Oh God, are we still gonna run out of cash? Manchild, no, what did, oh God, another one? Manchild, damn it. Got the cables. All right, that did it. Damn it, Overdrinker. Oh God, Overdrinker's the worst. All right, here, let's do this. We've got a couple of these. It's time, I think. Let's go ahead and use the healing spring. That'll recover everybody for the final push. All right. All staff recover 50 points rapidly. Driving too fast is dangerous. Look at all that setup. That's amazing. You need to approach things with a positive mindset. Find something fun outside of work too, please. Don't stare at the monitor for too long. Pushing yourself too hard is bad for you. Be careful with changes in the weather. Don't eat the same thing every day. Also good advice. There we go. All right. Aside from Overdrinker, who's still sick, and Polygon Man, who's still sad, we're doing all right now. Polygon Man's back. Hell yes. But also, he's not looking great. Oh, but he had an epiphany, though. As soon as he came back, the rest did him well. Good, good. Alright, so his stamina's a little low, but I think he's gonna be okay. Oh, damn it, we ran out of budget again.
Segagaga はこれにて解散と
Wow, alright, so I think we're gonna have to basically just do what we did again, but like not give him any cash infusions. I don't think we can afford to do that. Holy crap, alright. That's terrifying. I thought we were gonna be able to get by with that much, but nope, we burned through the budget again. Shit. Alright. I know part of it is probably all the devs we have in reserve. So like I could save a bunch of money by firing a bunch of those guys, but then we'd have to go dungeon diving again later on. Yeah, the guys in reserve cost, but they don't cost as much as if they're actually in development. It's a lower number, but it's still there. So we could fire them, but then we're going to have to go back into the dungeon to hire more later on, and that takes 30 days. So that's ideal. Izumi, noted schoolgirl, has come to heal all the developers. Japan! Like, I think my headcanon there is like she's a representative from some sort of energy drink company. Alright. So let's see, we're gonna go to the research lab. Just like before, we're just gonna disband RDA. So if this doesn't work, the next move is to fire a bunch of people, but I really don't want to do that if we can get away with it. And also we're putting Red Cloak in charge there because I feel like he's trustworthy. And also, God, Overdrinker, we're replacing you. I don't know with who, but like, we need somebody that isn't falling sick constantly. Jesus Christ. Like, it's a low bar to clear, but you're not clearing it, buddy. Yeah, let's replace him with Macho Booster. There we go. See if that works any better. Just grab a team's worth of dudes for the first couple of games? I suspect so, but I really don't want to go back to the dungeon if I can avoid it. The Moe is drugs. I had a feeling. That explains a lot. Alright, I think we're good with everybody else here, so... exit the research lab. Thank goodness we have the speed up button too. That'll make this easier. Alright, we're going. Alright, there's the PA announcement about the enemy game release. There's a little bit of market share there. Alright, let's get on to this. Let's do this. So it says we have 4 months worth of budget, which is not enough to finish the game. Alright, good to know. If that's the case, we are going to have to fire some people then. Because they need 5 months to finish this, and we've only got 4 months of budget. So yeah, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to let some people go. Alright, so... I mean, we can definitely let some designers go. That'll be easy. Because we don't need 4, we need 2. So... I'm going to keep C-Man around, because I think if we're doing like a really big project, he might still be good, but like... It takes forever. It really does. And that's concerning. I think Basic Macho is just not spectacular, and we're gonna fire him later anyway. There we go. We'll let him go. C-Man is basically Yoko Taro. Yeah. Although we don't know for sure whether he's actually got any talent until he actually releases something. We hope he does, but we don't know. Also, I'm going to fire Haphazard because I don't want to use someone named Haphazard. That makes me really nervous. We're just firing him. That's happening. You're gone. All right. So we got them. Let's see, is there any particularly terrible characters we could fire here? Yellow Macho, your stats are bad. I'm sorry. I'm getting rid of you. That's happening. Anybody else we want to get rid of here? Like, God, Hong Kong Type A, your motivation is great. Your talent is pathetic. I just don't like looking at that. You're gone. There we go. That's fine for right now. And then let's see if we can get rid of like two. If we get rid of like two programmers, maybe. So programmer Oka, we're getting rid of you anyway later on. There we go. And then Overdrinker, you get sick all the time. I'm sorry. I gotta get you out of here. Get your life together, dude. Figure things out. Holy crap. Alright, so let's exit the research lab and let's see what our budget looks at right now. Oh yeah, the Akibara King. We've still only got 4 months worth of budget. That's bad. We need to fire more people. Oh god. Oh god. Alright. So we actually do need to cut down to like 2 teams worth here, I think. Like, we could theoretically just fire everybody except this one team, then it'd save us a ton of cash, but I really don't want to do that if we can avoid it. But I think we are going to have to cut down to about 2 teams worth. So, oh god, who else are we to let go here? Like, Bad Thoughts we had some pretty good experiences with. Oh, we gotta let somebody go, though. Like, Mecha Maniac's low stats are just very low, so I think I'm gonna fire him. There we go. Let's see, who else? Fire one of these guys, too. Oh, God, Cooperation being only 50 is kind of sad. We're gonna get rid of him. There we go. Oh well, what can you do? Alright, let's see if that was enough. We've got 5 months worth of budget. It's gonna be really goddamn close. A-Lab Director, we are gonna hire you. We'll have to fire somebody else for that. That's fine. We're prepared for that. We might have to fire him again immediately. I'm not sure. That's a very big possibility. I feel like drugstore is probably a liability. I'm sorry, I fired him. Especially because he's really expensive. Make sure we're still on, still got 5 months worth. Product stability check. Something's bothering me. Should we check it? We have to retest everything, so even with everyone playing, it would take a few days. Let's just proceed with another task for now. Dev progress up 5%. I'll take that. Oh god. I notice our appeal's not growing nearly as fast this time. Oh, because our resources are pathetic. Oh no, Moe, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh no! God damn it. He was our entire source of Moe on the team. Now we're gonna have to expect Manchild to deliver for that. Everyone's gonna have to find caffeine everywhere else. They can go down to 7-Eleven like everybody else. Oh god, how are we doing? Oh god, we're falling behind on schedule. Shit. This isn't gonna be ideal. Boy's back! Excellent, excellent. Macho Booster's had an epiphany, hell yes. Underwater Macho's in peak mode, hell yes. Tank Macho is in peak mode. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Hasn't moved up the finish date though. When they hit Alpha, we're gonna have to move that up. Programming Chief, we're gonna hire you even if that means we have to fire somebody else. That's okay. Human resources. Let's see. I think we're gonna replace Green Macho. Possibly, yeah. His bad stats are just very bad. There we go. All right. No, we've got until December to finish it. We have had to restart twice if you missed that. Welcome in, Doc Belvin. How are you doing today? All right, so the alpha's complete. What do you think? We're gonna need to make it cheaper. I've got my pride too. I can't go any lower than this. Shit. Let's sped it up. Oh no, we're still behind schedule. Shit. We're gonna need a miracle here. Oh no, Polygon Man. He's not feeling so great. You get the hell out of here. I've got no comment. I've got nothing to say to you. Get out. Get out of here. Oh God. Oh, it's looking bad. Boy, got attacked by a bug. Shit. Hit him with the radiant sword. That worked. Excellent. All right. So they're looking bad now. So we're gonna go ahead and use a healing spring to heal everybody at once. And we're just gonna blaze through this because we've already seen it. Doc Belvin, thank you for a 53-month resub. I appreciate the hell out of that. And thank you for all the support. It means a lot. I mean, it's not necessarily the RNG, it's that we just don't have enough money. Because look at our development resources are low. That's what's slowing us down, really, is the fact we've got less resources. Equipment is deteriorating. I know. You want some advice? I want to work at my own pace. Let's see, that's fine, but we got a deadline. Motivation 30 up, talent limit 2 down. That's fine. We'll make it work. Who the hell is this? Mr. Momonoki. He's a designer. Mediocre stats. I'm gonna hold off on that for right now. Sorry, you'll come back another time. That's fair. Oh God, Red Cloak got attacked by a bug. I hit him with the Crescent Axe. All right, that worked. Good. Two close friends are getting excited over a strange topic. To be honest, I actually like Space 1999 a lot. What? You too? You also understand the greatness of Space 1999. Yep, definitely a must-have. Space 1999. I'm really not sure what's going on, but I'm glad they're getting along. Thanks to the power of friendship, talent, and cooperation caps have increased. Moi talent 12 up, cooperation limit 2 up. Polygon Man talent 11 up, cooperation limit 9 up. The bugs from the Moi mines. No! Oh God. All right, Tank Macho's doing good. Hell yes. Oh God, we're still behind schedule. Shit, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Beta completed. Alright, we heard this before. Oh god, let's keep going, I guess. Can't do anything else at this point. Come on. Alright, Red Cloak's in peak mode, hell yes. Budget's running very low. I think we might have to kick this out the door. Oh, actually, yes. I think we have to kick it out the door. It's only 80% done, but we gotta release. We gotta release. Oh god. Because Karen's game comes out tomorrow and she will absolutely kill us if we don't get something out there. Probably below 100%, you should try a bit harder. Release the game. The sales decision has been made to release. Sales will start immediately. Oh god, let's see how this works. Total sales revenue. Alright, that's not bad. Shining in the darkness! Someone was just mentioning this earlier. That's what we made. Turns out all you had to do is just deprive the staff, then kick it out at 80% completion. Congratulations, chat. You've just learned the backstory of Shining in the Darkness. Project rating A-. Hell, I'll take that. I will take that. We got a bunch of cash there too. 87 million. We're gonna be in much better shape for the next game. A lively market this month resulted in a major boost in sales. The stores are busy. Congratulations, sales exceeded 300,000 copies. A pocket change bonus of 30,000 is awarded to you. If anybody didn't see it before, we actually have two budgets in here. One of them is pocket change, that's what my character can spend on items, and the other one is the actual project budget, which everything else comes out of. Unfortunately, we're unable to secure top market share for this quarter's releases. TerraDrive has analyzed that there's a very high risk of lost market share this quarter. Due to an upcoming release from Dogma, yeah, it's expected. Expand the team for now, yeah. All right, hell yes. So that was what, like 12% market share increase, I think? All right. Days until industry domination, 750. So now all that remains to be seen is, can we survive the twin hits from Dogma? Just to produce Xenogears? Ouch. I mean, earned, but ouch. They ran out of budget to make Shining in the Darkness and pulled at the company. We're about to find out if that happens. This is a disaster. What happened? Karen scheduled her release on the same day as ours. Oh god. Karen's new game is Moe Moe Paradise. She's gonna steal our market share. After all, the only game that could stand up to Karen's was Seaman's. Well, there's no point in lamenting what's already done. Let's work hard to make a comeback. That's it? That's fine. Well, how do you feel, Taro Sega? Now do you understand the harsh reality of Moe? Ah, Seaman. Yeah, I guess somewhere along the way, I underestimated Moe. I thought having cute girls in a game was just a secondary feature, and that no matter how cute the girls were, it wouldn't affect the game itself. Yeah, people who love games often fall into that trap. You were just one of them. No need to be discouraged, Taro Sega. You have your own strengths, but your narrow perspective is holding you back. Broaden your perspective, Taro Sega. Whether it's girls, mecha, military, or fantasy, become someone big enough to embrace them all. Games will never abandon you, much like pizza, as long as you love games. Thank you, Seaman. I'll do my best. That's the spirit, Taro Sega. Keep it up. Well then, I can't afford to sit back and lose either. Huh? Seaman, what do you mean? I've decided to go on a journey. What? I believe you'll grow a lot from this. With all that's happened this time, I think you'll grow a lot. To make sure I don't fall behind, I want to test if my moe can hold up in the world. Seaman? Well then, Taro Sega, let's meet again in the future. And so Seaman departed. He did trade dog, and that's basically all he's been doing the entire time we've known him. Oh god. Hang on, we got another sketch. Sis, hey sis! What is it, Mogetan? How did video games come to be? Good question, Mogetan. There's no way to know for certain. But it's believed that they were first introduced to Japan by a Portuguese business traveler named Nolan Bushnell, who washed ashore on Tanegashima in 1543. You don't say! At the time, however, video game consoles were still primitive inventions, so if it rained, the cord would get wet and you wouldn't be able to play. Oh man, that sounds like torture! We hope all you good boys and girls think twice before calling Sega to scold them about hardware. I know I will! Chapter 4, Ultra Next Generation Machine Development. What? Sorry, what? Oh god. Oh god! No! Oh no! What? Have you seen the commercial for Dogma's new product? The fact that they're launching a commercial campaign with such a huge advertising budget seems they've finally decided to get serious. Now then, shall we hear about the current situation? Sure. Sega's share in the gaming industry, which was on the verge of disappearing, has been restored to its current level thanks to the games created by Segagaga. The fact that we've come up this far in such a short period is, needless to say, thanks to the quality of the games. 230% appeal, 80% completion. Hell yes, that's the secret. I figured it out. We fixed everything. Rain making it unable to play. It does sound like that. Yeah, where's Sega Shanshiro? We need him here. Fucking Nolan Bushnell mentioned it, and oh my, how is this game real? How is this a real game? It's proof that the Dreamcast is an exceptional console. How is this game real? However, the games we've created have started to surpass the performance of the hardware. The Dreamcast can no longer keep up with the specifications of the games being produced. A super next generation console beyond the Dreamcast. So that means D-Lab, right? How did you know about that? D-Lab? Actually, I haven't told you all this before, but besides the 3 development labs, A, B, and C, there is a 4th lab. A 4th? Yes, since its founding in 1951, it has supported Sega's growth with incredible technology, acting like a shadow brain. However, its true nature is shrouded in mystery, and only a handful within the company know of its existence. Could it be that the Dreamcast is also? That's right, the Dreamcast, as well as the Saturn and Mega Drive, are all products of D-Lab's super technology, far surpassing the level of human science. Do you think ordinary humans could have come up with hardware that has 5 CPUs? True. Was that the narrator just confirming that? They're like, yeah, no, that's correct. That's, yeah, no human could have done that. That's crazy. How is this game real? I don't understand. Huge fan base, but not quite done to release. I mean, we can't even afford to run 2 labs. Why do we need a 4th? What is happening? More history, goddammit. Its technology and existence itself are shrouded in mystery. But now that we need a next-generation console that surpasses the Dreamcast, we have no choice but to have D-Lab create it. Take a look at this. Alright. Deep within the Terror Drive, 20 floors below ground level and deeper still, lies an area of Sega where facilities from its founding days remain abandoned. Since the buildings above have been rebuilt and renovated many times, it's become like a maze, and the current state of D-Lab is unclear. However, the data from D-Lab seems to be sent from here. If you follow the Terror Drive's wiring conduits, you might be able to reach it. It's dangerous, but worth a try. I'll arrange for the door to D-Lab to be open for you. Alright, I guess we're gonna do that. Are we even gonna develop a game in B-Lab at this rate? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I am gonna make a new save though. Because while that was a gigantic goddamn mess, we did survive somehow. So we're gonna save. We're gonna go ahead and save there. And hopefully we'll be able to continue on from here. Before we head down there though, let's take a quick peek in the archives. Because we did get like a couple new characters that we grabbed during that. I'm gonna want to check those guys out. Just the ones that showed up midway through development we hired on. It's just like 1 or 2? Oh, here we go. We've got the A-Lab director here. Trying to make him more sociable by dressing him in a mascot suit or instilling ambition with sweet words. It's a tough job. Respects, Alex. Who's Alex? And then we've got the programming chief. Forced to wear a mascot suit by the director, had a strained relationship with the design chief, his former best friend, but thanks to Segagaga, their relationship is restored. I think there was one other guy, but I don't think we actually hired him, so I think that's everybody for right now. Could be Alex Kidd. I mean, it could be an actual, like, Sega staffer, for all we know. I mean, we do have, like, when we started development of the last game, we had in our coffers 29 million. But now, after we finished development of that game, we now have 87 million. So we've got significantly more cash right now. I don't know what we're going to be able to do with that. I feel like we might just make like one. I feel like the first thing we should do is make one game with like a full-on budget where their computers aren't deteriorating and see how good that comes out, and then we'll see if we can get 2 running at once. We might be able to run 2. It'd still be a little bit tight, but I think we might be able to, because since some of the money was going to some devs that were like idling, like I feel like we might be getting more money out of it for more bang for our buck, possibly. So we'll see. But for right now, we need to go down to R&D-D. Deep in the bowels of the earth, where none have ventured for decades. This place is fusion. What? Why have you come here? Ah, you scared me. Sorry. My name is Taro Sega. What the fuck? Keep thinking I'm ready for this game, and then I'm not, it turns out. I am Professor Asobin, one who has watched over Sega's history from within this Terra Drive. Nice to meet you. By the way, where are we? Here, this is the Soul Fusion Chamber. Huh? Soul? When souls are fused here, a game console is born. Take notes, there will be a quiz later. A console? That's exactly what we're looking for. You wish to reach the deepest parts of the Terra Drive. Do you want to go to D-Lab, yes? Yes, to stand against Dogma, we need the power of D-Lab. It is futile. D-Lab exists solely to support Sega from the shadows. An untouchable sanctuary, not something to be meddled with lightly. Even so, You said your name is Taro Sega. Can you hear it? Hear what? The voice of the game souls. The game soul? Yes. Deep within here lie countless characters who once contributed to Sega's growth. Sonic, Virtua Fighter, Doki Doki Penguin Land. Oh God. What was this? Yeah, we tried to find out how deep the rabbit hole goes, and we found a rabbit. We probably should have been expecting that. Are they implying game consoles are built mainly on human sacrifice? IP sacrifice, apparently. Character sacrifice. I was gonna say whatever happened to Virtua Fighter, but once that graphical style went out, I think it just sort of died off. I know those! They are the true heroes who led Sega to greatness. If you truly seek real games and the desire to make a next generation console to bring them to fruition, then why not first listen to them? But they're just digital characters, right? How can we hear their voices? You think that way because your heart is still clouded by doubt. Only when your heart truly understands what a real game is will their voices reach out. I kind of understand, but I'm sorry, No, we don't have much time. Could it be you? Well, very well. In any case, D-Lab will not allow anyone in with half-hearted resolve. Perhaps it's best to learn the hard way. Alright, yeah. I mean, it was the best they could do for the time. It did look pretty cool back at the time. Though I never really cared for the gameplay of the Virtua Fighter games. Especially the early ones where you jump and it would take like 8 seconds to come back down. That was ridiculous. Oh, re-released. Alright, gotcha. I can't believe a place like this exists. Sega really is a strange place. Where could it be, I wonder? Huh? What are you talking about? An internal broadcast. Emergency notice to all Segagaga staff. Return to the meeting room immediately. Let's go. Yeah. What happened? It's an emergency. The president collapsed in America. What? How is he? What's the cause? Allow me to explain that part. Who's this? This is Cool, the Special Operations Director. He just arrived from America. I don't remember the girl's name, but she's another one of the average kids that the supercomputer picks to help save Sega. Yeah, Cool looks like a villain there. That's a little worrying. As mentioned earlier, the president was hospitalized due to a sudden illness while touring America. However, we cannot disclose the details yet. Why not? Don't you understand? This is an extremely critical issue. If information leaks out carelessly, it could cause chaos, not only in the gaming industry, but also in the global economy. Carelessly? Are you saying we'd leak it? I'm not saying that. But it's true that there have been unsettling movements within the company since the start of Project Segagaga. Wow, he's coming in here throwing some shade. Gives his dad vibes? He does, kind of, he does. Although with less of an impressive hairline, I think. The Sega of Japan and America famously worked together. Oh god. Due to the emergency, I will now take command of Project Segagaga. Oh crap. That's bad. I gotta blow my nose. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And it's true, if he wasn't a significant character, they would not have given him lip flaps. They already established that. You used to do that in school? I used to do stuff like that too. That was fun. What? What, the president? This is direct order from the president. I have the documents. Would you like to see them? It's true. I'll give you further instructions later. Return to your duties now. Director Cool? Who exactly is he? He's the one who tripled Sega's market share in America in just 1 year. The sharpest mind at Sega. And she actually had lip flaps once before, though. I think they only pulled that trick in the very first scene. She didn't have them originally, but I think she's had them in at least one scene before. Tom Kalinske, is that the guy he's based on? I know a lot of these characters are based on actual Sega employees, which is super weird. And he's also the one who opposed Project Segagaga the most from the start. Oh no. Come on, let's do what we can. We should still be able to access D-Lab. It's gonna get tougher from here, but hang in there. Alright. Let's save over our last save, because I don't think anything's actually changed. There we go. Tom Kalinske, oh my god. Alright. So let's head back to D-Lab. We gotta figure out what's going on down there. By order of Special Operations Director Cool, entry is prohibited. We're sorry, please turn back. What? What the heck is going on? It's absolutely ridiculous that we can't even move freely within the company. Seems they're finally catching on. Huh? What do you mean by that? Oh, it's nothing. Take a drink. She's been hiding something from us the whole game. I thought it was just D-Lab, but apparently it's more than that. Are those bubblegum prices boomers? They might have been. They did look pretty close to it. There shouldn't be any guards at night, right? There are. Really? Why aren't they usually gone by that time? There will still be guards, but their numbers should be much fewer. That's so, as the music gets horrible. It'll be night soon, won't it? Yeah? When you deliver lunch to the guards, check their patrol times. When night comes, you'll crawl past the security room, get startled by the sudden ringing of a telephone, grab a falling flashlight, and sneak inside. I see. That's just how it goes sometimes. It's a shame. Before today, they might have let their guard down. Anyway, I'll join you. Bad box art Mega Man! Oh my god. Sailor Moon, you're a bubblegum prices boomer, big feel. Big feel right there. The box art from Mega Man 1 is amazing. I love that. Alright. We gotta get down to D-Lab. Come on! Wait, am I actually controlling this? Oh my god, is this a first-person dungeon? This is a first-person dungeon. I know there was some very old Sega games that did that. I'm, again, not a huge Sega guy from back in the day, so if anybody knows any old school Sega dungeon crawlers, this is Shining in the Darkness, or like Phantasy Star 1, oh my god. So yeah, apparently there's first dungeon crawler in here. What the fuck? How is this game real? That was a very specific series of events. I think she was probably just mimicking what happens in like spy movies. To the back. What? Let's go all the way to the back. You're as pushy as ever. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's go. All right, let's go to the back. Straight back, I guess. It's a big ass maze. This was hidden beneath Sega? Yes, this is what I've been searching for. The what? Answer my question! Given the evolutionary level of this planet, humanity should be ready for stage 6. What is happening? Why has it been delayed for so long? What did you say? An unexpected accident during atmospheric entry? What is happening? It malfunctioned. That's far enough. Both of you, step away from there. Stop! What are you doing? So, you've finally shown your true colors. Spy? Spy? What are you talking about? Explain yourself. Fine, I'll explain. This was her purpose all along, after all. It's why she infiltrated Sega and used you as a scapegoat. You must be joking. We have proof. Someone from the outside hacked into Sega's hiring network. Do you really think a mere high schooler like you would be chosen as Sega's savior? That doesn't make a lot of sense. You were just a distraction. While you caused a ruckus within the company, she had all the time she needed to act. Now then, I want to know everything about that device you're wearing on your head. Special Operations Director. As for you, I'll deal with you later. Get back to work for now. What is happening? Chapter 5, Downfall, Cool's Trap. What is going on? Now then, regarding your situation. Although you were mistakenly involved, I acknowledge that you've contributed to Sega. If even temporarily. Oh. However, I can't grant you the same level of authority as before. I'm in the process of reorganizing Segagaga. During this time, there's somewhere I'd like you to go. Chat, should I accept the job? We can make a save state here if nothing else. Go ahead and make a save state here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What do you think, chat? I'm gonna leave it to you. Should I accept this job or not? Sega's not gonna like this. Oh yeah, one of my coworkers was telling me I need to watch Nadia. I gotta check that out at some point. Yeah, Sega doesn't play around in the future. Why does Sega have an armed special response team? What could possibly go wrong? Avoid the sinking ship, take the redundancy money. Oh god. Really want to know what happens if you refuse? Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. No. In that case, I cannot keep you at Sega. Are you sure about— oh god. That's not— if we say no again, we're gonna get fired. Oh god. I don't want to get fired. We're gonna have to take the job. Oh no. I think we have to. I feel like it is but thou must. Because like we're not gonna accomplish anything if we get fired. So like that's real bad. Like that's the worst case scenario. We must not get fired at any cost. Oh jeez. Alright, so I think, yeah, we're gonna have to take it, I think. Yeah, let's do it, let's do it. Having refused Special Director Cool's offer, Taro Sega left Sega and wandered— oh no, I hit the wrong— oh god, I hit the wrong thing, shoot. I hit yes to yes, absolutely quit. Nope, hang on. Nope, hang on. I don't want to get fired. Will you accept the job? Yes.
では来たまえ。
Well then, come with me. Unfortunately, it's been decided to downsize Project Segagaga due to recent events. The development lab will now be under my command, and you can only go where I permit. You don't want to see how it plays out? I think I know how it plays out, and I'll mention it after this. But for right now, let's go ahead and do this. And then after, like I said, I'm pretty sure I know how it plays out. So after we get through this part, we'll talk about that. However, I highly value your abilities. Really? Of course. As I've said before, it's your efforts that expanded our market share to this point. It wasn't just me. It was only possible with her help, too. Yes, how unfortunate. For me, too. But we can't afford to dwell on that sadness. No matter how sad or painful things get, our company must continue making games. You seem to understand. Good. I want to entrust you with the Development Lab P project. The project is far behind schedule and still unfinished. Currently, we can't expect additional budget, and we can't add or change staff. What we can do is quite limited, but it's precisely because of this situation that I want to entrust the project to you. I want you to complete the game. How about it? Will you take it on? I don't think we have much of a choice, so yeah. I see. So you'll do it? I'm counting on you. Thank you very much. Let's do our best, everyone. Oh, God. Targeted release date 2028. What? So it's not currently predicted to be out for another 3 years? Command unavailable by order of special director. Cool. Shit, we can't do human resources. Oh no. Ask about game direction? We're not at that point yet. Oh god. 0% progress. Oh, we're doing badly. We've got 3 weekly Akihabaras, who, as you can see, their stats are garbage. And we've also got 3 influenzas. Look at that talent. Look at that talent. There's nothing there. It's horrible. And also, who's running this team? Oh god, middle manager. Oh god. Yeah, they all look very confident. Oh no. Oh god, 0% progress. Guys. Oh god, we got 23% resources too. I'm gonna assume we don't have any capital investment. Nope, command unavailable by order of special director. Cool. Shit. Oh, we got 1%. That's good. Check the Dogma release schedule. Oh god, they're about to come out with their next game. No! No, I'm not ready. Oh god, I can't. I don't have anything else they can do. Huh? Segagaga Project Lead Taro Sega, Special Operations Director Cool is calling. Please report to the meeting room immediately. This is horrifying. I can't do anything. Yeah, I love that strength and weakness are both former hacker, because honestly, like, that makes sense. How is it going? Making progress? Yeah, somehow things are moving along. I see. Do you think you'll be able to see it through to completion? That'll become clearer in a little while. Well, give it your best. I'll be watching to see what you can do. I'll do my best. We have nothing to work with, though. Oh, God. Wait, we got another PA announcement now. Again? How's it going? Making progress? Thanks for checking in. At this rate, we should be able to finish in about 3 months? I see. By the way, I'll be taking some design staff. What? That's unreasonable. If they get taken now. The whole company is short-staffed. I'm making this decision after considering the entirety of the development process. But Well then, that's that. God damn it, he took one of my staffers! Oh god! Realistic finish date, 5 years! Shit! And also, what's going on with these guys? Oh god, their talent's hitting rock bottom. There is New Game Plus, it's true. I won't say anything just yet. She had sanity one time, once long ago. Alright, Gamagumo, you take care of yourself. Thanks for hanging around. Oh, we're boned. Another announcement? Come on! What is it this time? How's it going? Making progress? Yeah, kind of. I see. By the way, I'll be taking some programming staff. What did you say? Not just the design staff, but the programming staff too? Do you even want to complete this game? It's your job to finish it, isn't it? Again, staff shortages throughout the company. I'm making this decision after considering the entirety of the development process. But... Well then, that's that. Oh, I stay here with someone like this. There's no way we can make an interesting game. Hey Bob, welcome in. How are you doing today? And also, a mysterious voice has just intruded. That's not it. Listen up, rookie. The ones actually making the games aren't the company or the higher-ups. It's us, no matter how unreasonable the higher-ups get. If we use that as an excuse to deliver something boring to the players, then we've already lost. I don't even know what to think anymore. Oh god, 6 years? Shit! Oh god, we're screwed. And we got called into another meeting. Yeah, surely a game made by Sega about Sega during the fall of Sega. Surely that's not a reference to anything specific. How is this game real? How is this a real game? What do you want? There's no more staff left to take, you know. Don't worry, that's not why I'm here today. Oh, I see. About the project's budget. It's been cut. What? No, budget cuts? What about the salaries of the staff we have now? Budget allocation is also part of your job, is it not? But... Well then, that's that. Oh god! Oh god, and add another 6 months to the development time. Oh god, we're doomed. Oh god, another meeting. Why? I can't. What? It's still not finished? But that's because you... Where is it at right now? We've gotten to the point where it kind of runs. Release it. Huh? Do not hear me. I said release it. But it's unfinished. Even if you finish it, what do you think you'll actually end up with? The company isn't foolish enough to keep funding a game that has no chance of recovering its development budget. But... Well then, that's that. The game was released unfinished. Regardless, advertising had still been running for a while, so it still sold a decent number of copies. A few days later, a mountain of user feedback arrived on postcards. Honestly, what a disaster. Why didn't you properly bug fix? You're the one who decided to release it. I said to release it, but when did I say to leave the bugs in? You're a member of this company, aren't you? No matter what circumstances you're given, your job is to deliver a game that fits within those constraints. I think I hate this guy. I think I hate this guy with a ferocious passion. Also, Bob has cashed in, invested in a Harvester sequel. Like, surely Harvester will have a bigger budget than this. I mean, not like that's saying much at this point, but like, surely that'll have a bigger budget. Also, Taratark has also redeemed the Harvester sequel. Not that we'll spend any time on bug fixing for the Harvester sequel. That's not important. We gotta spend all of our time making cool gameplay, and then just, the bugs will be other people's problems. We'll release it as early access. That's what we'll do. Because that's what you do. If you want to release a game that is barely playable, you just call it early access, and then everyone's like, well, it's barely playable, but like, that's fine. I'm sure they'll fix it someday. I'm sure they will. Easy, easy. Game is too real while also being absurdly hyperbolic. Like I think they're using the hyperbole to like cover up the fact that like the people making this game are not okay. I firmly believe this. A meeting that could have been a cutoff horse's head under sheets. Honestly, yeah, it does feel like that. Break his legs, I kind of want to. Oh, jeez. In the future, he's going to work for Ubisoft. They heard about this performance and hired him immediately. This failure happened because of your poor management. Take responsibility. You're fired. No, I. Well then, that's that. So that's it. With all obstacles removed. Sorry, what? You are going to confess the secret of the doll maker. With this, Sega will be mine. Oh god, we get another puppet show. Sis, hey sis! What is it, Bogitan? Why does this game have so many voice actors playing multiple roles? Good question, Mogitan. It's mostly a matter of budget. Oh, makes sense. Voices weren't the only concern. The budget for the animated FMVs was tight too. Sega's been going through hard times, huh? Let's try to look past the parts of the game that look cheap, okay? I know I will. Chapter 6, the revival of Segagaga. How is this real? How is any of this real? 1 month later. Sorry, do you mind handling the register for a bit? Oh, sure. Oh, so after we got fired, we got a job in a game store in Akibara. Yeah, literally doing it in front of Sega's own side. Oh, God. How is this real? Like those banners in the back saying Dreamcast now and stuff. Yes, here's your item, and your change is 512 yen. Thank you very much. Where can I find Sega Rally? It's on the shelf over there. Alex Kidd making us fill in for him. Ouch. I'd like to pre-order that one game. I'm sorry, we're not accepting pre-orders on that one. It's true. Like, basically, Sega had nothing left to lose for a minute, and so they did something crazy. And, like, I'm extremely pleased that this exists. It's a magical thing. I saw in a magazine that it was supposed to be released today. Yeah, that game got delayed again. Sorry about that. Please check back with us later. Are you taking pre-orders? Yes, we are. Please fill out this form. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you on release day. Good work. That's it for today. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be heading out. Oh God! All right. we're actually just doing this. This is happening. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I don't think the game's gonna let me save right now. So I'm gonna make another save state here. And then I'll double check that it saved correctly. It did. All right, so I think this is gonna be where we stop for the day. Because, I don't know what we're getting into next, but we just finished chapter 3, 4, and 5. So I think we're really moving along. Yeah, we can move right here, but I think this is where we're gonna stop and we'll pick it up tomorrow. See, I'm really nostalgic for Sega during this period, really from the later years of the Saturn, because they were at their best despite their poor sales. I mean, there's some amazing Dreamcast games out there, including some that have never really been ported to other systems. I'll call out Bangayo. I'm a fan of Bangayo. That's a good game that deserves a wider release. That corporate meddling again, that CD-ROM ejection time again, that sudden budget cut again. Oh yeah, Panzer Dragoon Saga. Since they've done remakes of the first two, I'm hoping they're gonna get around to that at some point. That premeditated hitting of rock bottom. Oh, sorry, before we get into that, you were asking what happened if we kept telling the guy no. So there's a reason I didn't let you guys see what happened if you told the guys, no, I refuse to take the job. And the reason I refuse to tell him no and just refuse, he doesn't but thou must you. Instead, he fires you immediately and you skip all of chapter 5 and start chapter 6 immediately. So that part in Lab P, you don't even get to see it if you tell him no. They just skip it. They just skip it right there. So that's why I didn't want to let you guys see, because you would have missed out content if I didn't do that. Whereas if you just tell him no, you do. Yeah, he was gonna fire you anyway. They just sort of made his job easier, so I wanted to show you guys the content. So yeah, that's what that was, if you were wondering, just in case anybody's curious. All right, so yeah, we'll wrap it up right here. We're gonna be back tomorrow. I don't think we're gonna finish tomorrow, but honestly, we are getting pretty close to the end of the game. We don't have a ton left. So we'll see what happens. I still think we're probably gonna have 2 days left of the game, but we're really blasting through there. Denying us content, you were giving us more content. Exactly. Yes, thank you, Grushin. I will see if I can track that down. Let me save that name real quick so I can remember that. Put that in a tab on my browser. I can remember to come back to it. Thank you for that again. And all right, so we're gonna wrap things up. Thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate everyone who is taking a chance on this absolutely insane game. I keep thinking I'm ready for this game's gonna throw at me, but like, I wasn't ready for any of this. I don't think I'm gonna be prepared for any of this. This game's gonna kill me. But for right now, we have one last thing to do before we wrap it up, and as always, that is, let's see who all else is online. So if you are not done watching Twitch for the day, hopefully I can send you somewhere cool. I would definitely like the opportunity to try. So while I'm checking to see who's live right now, a couple things you folks might want to check out if you haven't seen them already. First and foremost, you want to hit follow. That's the easiest way to find me again. If you'd like to come back in the future, we would love to have you back in the future. So please do that. If you're interested, you can also enable notifications. That'll let you know when I go live. I know I find that useful sometimes. A couple of links in chat you might want to check out if you haven't seen that yet as well. We've got a link to my Discord if you want to chat with me and the rest of the community outside of the stream. Feel free to get in on that. And we have a link to my YouTube as well, where I archive all of my streams, every game I played, the obscure, the unusual, the nostalgic, and also if you missed any of this, all those VODs are going to be going up. Later today, we're going to have the VOD up from Segagaga Part 3, the Moe part, which is one of the most insane things I've ever played the game, so if you want to check that out, that is going to be going up. Feel free to take a look at that one. Oh my god. And, oh right, where are we headed today? Got a couple of good options here, but I think we're going to go over here because this is a game I have kind of tried to get into before, but like there's a certain era of retro FPSs that I'm not a big fan of, so I couldn't really get into it. But this is a good way to check it out if you would like to. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would appreciate it if you join us as we raid very good friend of the stream, Retrograde Tom, one of my favorite streamers and an excellent retro streamer overall. Today he is playing the original Deus Ex. absolute classic and very influential for the entire FPS genre. Somebody join me over there, say hi to Tom, hang out for a bit, throw him a follow if you like what he's doing. But hey, if you've got other things to do, I will just say as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world, and I will see you folks tomorrow, somehow, for more Segagaga. Take care of yourselves till then, everybody.